Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
My friend, we change the world each time we change ourselves. Think about that. The collective, the unified field. We affect the all, the everything. Whenever we affect ourselves. If you are connected with all that is, then when you change, everything changes. Just got done with some deep and meaningful meditation. I think I felt something pop in my crown chakra, at the top of my head. I felt something open. I don't think I felt that before. And as I continued to breathe deep, I was compelled to shed a tear, almost. My eyes started to water because I was pulling up so many different emotional cords, so much history and baggage being uprooted right out of my body. The breath can do that. There are so many things locked inside of us, things that serve us and things that don't. But will you ever tap into your unlimited potential, activating and being your ultimate purpose? Today was one of the best days I've ever had in my entire life. And seemingly it was just an ordinary day. I woke up, I meditated, did some qigong, and sat down for a while. I had some soup, some tea and juice, and then I was off walking around the city in downtown Los Angeles, visiting park after park, absorbing and allowing in the energy of the plant life. I feel myself opening up to the forces around me, the living force. This pranic path, this energy, I can feel it flowing through me now. Ever so subtle, the subtle forces. This kundalini energy winding up and down my spine like a snake. I finally felt it today. I almost could not believe what I felt. It was as if simultaneously I had been living a lie all my life. And then on the other hand, the things I've watched and read and heard were true. All this time, people telling me about these unseen forces, people telling me about the unlimited, infinite potential within every one of us, that when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm us, that all that we need is within us now. All these sayings that point to the inner planes of existence. I felt that today, and it felt so good. Mucus being ejected from my body, my senses opening up, smelling everything, food, all types of food. I was doing deliveries today and just running around, and ever since this morning, I've had this electricity flowing through my whole body. It's as if I've been in a state of continual bliss. And I don't want to go back. For once something is known, it cannot be unknown. Now that I know that this state exists, and it continued for the better part of the entire day, electricity flowing through my body, how can I go back? And part of me knew that others that I would share this with wouldn't understand, because I didn't understand. There's a difference between doing, believing, and being. There's a difference between thinking, wishing, dreaming, and knowing. I know now. There's no shadow of a doubt. This energy is real. And it doesn't require a substance or an external, anything external, anything outside of you. It doesn't require it. Truly, all that you need is within you now. I wish I could give this feeling to everyone I know, all my friends and family. But on some level, I understand that I'm able to feel it now because of the work that I put in. And you are only willing to do the work when your spirit is ready. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast, here in downtown Los Angeles. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received a kind message today, encouraging you, letting you know, and empowering you to believe and to understand that there is so much more in store. If you are still writing your story, realize that there are so many levels. This consciousness, your higher self, there's no limit. Embrace it. Embrace yourself. Embrace creation. You are a creator. Embrace the forces within you. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version and embracing themselves. As you pay it forward so more can hear the message, I would love for you to leave a voice message if anything stuck out to you. that impacted you at all, leave a message on the podcast. And if you feel compelled to support the podcast, then I invite you as well to go to anchor.fm/jshaw, and supporting it there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate. You are appreciated. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Take care.
Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.